in 2, in 1, and Restream.io is connecting. YouTube is receiving the content. Twitch is live. YouTube's live. We are live on the internet. Greetings and salutations, shiny people of the interwebs. Oop, let me put this that tweet out there.
I've stolen the infrastructure.
I've taken over I was about to say SuperNerdLand. I'm always taking over SuperNerdLand. No, we've taken over Graded Point 5. But mostly we wanted to have a stream tonight. Wayne is feeling a little bit under the weather, but we have Piper here. But we also have my right hand man, the evil boob.
How's it going, everyone? We have probably repurposed this stream for talking about what was it? City of Heroes.
City of Heroes, yeah. We will get to that. That's probably going to be the big topic for tonight, unless anything else comes up. So, first and foremost, what I want to say to you all is a message from Wayne. Wayne is flabbergasted. The past couple of days, the Graded channel has gotten like over 100 new subscribers. There's a video... little news update that he had done on something regarding Vic Magnola.
Vic Mignola. Mignola.
That's sitting at like 1,700, 1,800 views right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty... Oh, no. I'm sorry. 17,000 views. 17 to 18,000 views. And he is flabbergasted. And he wants to thank each and every one of you new subscribers. He wants to thank everybody viewing. Something he's usually too humble to say is like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that little bell down there if you want notifications. And go ahead and visit patreon.com/graded.5 if you want to help support the channel. Now that we got that out.
Also get dunked on Average Allen. Anyway. Boring Brit. Let's see.
Mediocre Melanie. We're talking about Boulder Man.
It's unfortunate.
So, to topic of tonight that at least I can kind of talk about, that's at least semi-related to superheroes and comics and all that, is City of Heroes. City of Heroes. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I said, oh, yes.
Oh, yes. City of Heroes was a superhero-themed MMO that came out before WoW even. Had a very dedicated community, had its own interesting things going for it, had still one of the best character creators of its time. It got killed back in 2014. 2014, 2015, yeah, the Koreans over at NCSoft took it down, and that was kind of it. And the community had kind of not very much hopes for like server emulators and all that, because a lot of the stuff that happened in that game was server side. So, like getting up like a WoW private server was a little bit different than getting a City of Heroes private server up, and the dedicated fan base stuck around. Some of them splintered off to start making new crowd-funded superhero MMOs. Some people...
I think, like, Paragon City was one of them.
Oh, well, there's Paragon Chat, which is essentially as much emulation as they kind of ever got off the ground. You could log in, you could create a character, and you could use it as basically a big visual chat room.
Mm-hmm.
But there is City of Titans, that's one of the spin-offs, but there was even people who tried to, like, legit talk to NCSoft to buy the IP. That's how dedicated these people are. Now, as I go into some of this later news, I'm going to let you know that I was not privy to any of the drama or any of the private serverness when it was under, basically, secret cabal form. But for a number of years, up to 2 or 3, there had been a City of Heroes private server being ran. The reason they were keeping it under wraps was because they had server code.
Mm-hmm.
They had the source code for the server. They had the mission databases. Fucking, they had damn near the whole shebang. They even had beta work for like issue 24 and shit. It's kind of nuts. I'm very weird. I'm weird optimist. Just call me anti-opti.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-opti. Nope, technically this is my stream now, and look what happened. I freaking got hijacked, because that's what happens when you leave me in charge of stuff.
Yep, we're technically squatters, and Piper has refused to give us our 3 days notice, so we're not leaving the stream until we're done. God damn it!
Yeah, I'm bad at paperwork. I think it's lost in the mail.
So, long story short of all of it being secret and wraps was that about, I would say almost a week ago today, news of that private server for City of Heroes leaked out because somebody got salty that they got banned from the community. And, like, this was the best kept secret that was in the City of Heroes community. Some people knew, but the thing about it is that people who were in charge of the Reddit were auto mod deleting things like topics of private servers, and Leonardo, the guy who was kind of mainly in charge of the secret Cabal private server, he's gotten a lot of flack for gaslighting, because like there was a lot of people going, yeah, there's a private server and like it would be great if people were on it, and then he'd come in and be like, oh no, there's no such thing as that. But people were kind of putting words in his mouth a little bit. I'm not saying Leonardo is free from sin, but some people put his kind of make up some accusations about him out of context just because they don't like that the server was private. But internet drama happened.
A bunch of kids were mad that they weren't invited to the cool club.
Exactly.
Essentially.
So after news of this dropped, and it was pretty conclusively determined that this wasn't a hoax, Leonardo and people who ran the secret Cabal for server were getting doxxed. Their families were getting contacted. They like, there was some legit serious death threats going on. I'm not privy to the ins and outs of that drama. I just know that it happened. Some more details of that can actually be seen at massivelyop.com, and I'll try to make sure to get that linked in the description, because massivelyop.com did some excellent coverage on this stuff. It's the only reason I know half the shit that I do. So,
people are petty children on the internet. It's just ridiculous.
After all that drama, and after all that, the threats and the docs and everything, the community kind of came to a decision that basically the source code got released. And people started building up a private, a public private server. A publicly ran server came up for City of Heroes. It was resurrected on Easter weekend, which I don't know if that's way too apt or not.
Well, you did make Jesus the Son, so...
I did. So after all that drama, there was about 3 to 4 days of rejoicing as the coders got together. They're trying to make the code better, because something with City of Heroes that was always kind of known was that the code is spaghetti code. And even the old City of Heroes devs hated working on it. Oh, we're talking about City of Heroes right now, and some of the drama that came from the superhero MMO being revived.
Yep.
So, long story short, we were at a point earlier today where there was a really heavily rocking City of Heroes privately run server. There was up to 3,000 people concurrently logged on at once. People were writing missions, people were creating tunes, and the big plan was to have a live server. Like, this was just a kind of test server to stress test, a proof of concept, and we're going to have a live server up by the 27th, which was my birthday.
Oh,
nice.
Happy birthday.
It's also the 15th anniversary of City of Heroes.
Oh, poop.
But then we come into today. Today, some massive fucking drama happened.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, City of Heroes and City of Villains, they both kind of came the different coins, different coins, same side or different sides of the same coin. So you could make a hero, you could make a villain, and then they made going rogue, where your villain could go hero and your hero could go villain, and it was pretty cool. So today, some shit happened. Some trolls got a hold of one of the big head server admins.
Uh-oh.
And
this is what led to it. Okay,
yeah.
Go on.
So today, a troll got a hold of them and very convincingly told them that NCSoft knew their name, knew their address, and they were coming down hard, and they wiped the server. Unilaterally. Like, it wasn't a committee decision. This one person just freaked the fuck out and deleted it.
God damn it.
And they deleted it before anybody verified that anybody really had the compiled binaries for the server to run, because the source code is out there. Like, that is a genie that cannot be put back in the bottle. The source code for City of Heroes server running is out there, even if it takes, like, no matter what happens from here on out, even if it takes a year for another group to compile it again and optimize it and get server hardware up for it. The genie's out of the bottle. But that said, the people who were running what was called the score server, they realized that they got trolled. And right now, they're working under the assumption that there is no DMCA, there is no C&D. I will actually just go ahead and bring up on screen some of what they're saying. So, this was earlier today. This was when they were fearing legal action. This was when they were hard trolled.
Oh my goodness. To get trolled that hard too is just...
Now, let's get back up here. The latest update there would be that there is no DMCA.
Thankfully.
They have a drive that they were verifying all the binaries on.
Oh, goodness.
And by the way, this public, it's a public server here, like the City of Heroes. If you go on Reddit here and you just, where'd it go? Did they take the Discord down for now? I know. See, I've been catching up on some of the drama because I think Reddit, the Reddit community split off from these people because they didn't like how, quote-unquote, unprofessionally it was ran. But it's a bunch of volunteers who put a server up in a week. Like, we'll get to some of that maybe. But basically, what's going on is that they have the code. They
built a server in a cave.
They're trying to get it back up. Right now, the big updates is that in 24 hours, they're going to have a game plan.
Nice.
So hopefully...
So at least they're recovering and not just throwing up their hands. And
yeah. Even though a lot of people are kind of, like, upset at how it was handled, which I can understand, but I can also understand why they freaked the fuck out. Like, the main coder person apparently had been up for, like, 40 hours and freaked the fuck out because the fake legal stuff had, like, their name, their address, and shit like that. From what I've gathered, again, I'm not in any inside things. I'm kind of getting everything second and third hand.
So it was a pretty elaborate troll.
It was, and it did what they wanted to do. It caused discord. It caused drama. So that means that as of right now, there is no City of Heroes server to play on, which is a shame because I wanted to stream it today because I was going to stream it yesterday, but then I didn't feel good. I should have just streamed it yesterday when it was still live, but no.
When it was still there.
But either way, it's coming back up. So, like, there's some good things here, which is, one, the server code is out in the wild. There is no putting that back, and anybody who is familiar with code and source and everything can easily put that back together. No, semi-easily. With enough time, they can put that back together. But they do have the current server binaries that they were running score on, And from what I'm seeing, they're regrouping, reorganizing themselves, and looking to get back up, which is great because the last time I was in the server earlier today, it was running fantastic. I made myself Jesus the Son.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was great. But man, it's just been a bunch of drama, and now as I see here, it looks like so during this whole time, the City of Heroes Reddit actually stopped people from posting. They post-locked the fucking subreddit. Like, there's something I want to tell you. If you don't know about City of Heroes fandom, City of Heroes fandom is one of the most autistic fandoms out there. I'm telling you, like,
oh yes.
You may think the Factorio fandom is autistic. No, y'all ain't heard nothing till you seen the City of Heroes fandom, for better or for worse. Again, these were the same people that were in legit talks with NCSoft to try to buy the IP once the thing died. So now it looks like the Reddit is kind of splitting off. And to me, this kind of thing was bound to happen. I was just hoping everybody would stick together a little longer for the main server to come up and then split off, because we're going to have the ability at a point in time in the future to spin off servers. People will be able to run private servers once the code is optimized enough to run on what they say is commercial hardware, because right now the source code and the server binaries are meant to run on freaking bare metal racks and shit like that, which is expensive. I saw something quoted in the Discord saying that the score server as it was before it got taken down was going to cost $2,500 a month. But people had no problem paying that. The people running it kind of knew what they were getting into, and they had no problem with that. That's it. This is how this community is.
That is actually pretty awesome.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Understandably, and like I don't know where to lay, like I'm not laying alliances anywhere. I just want to play City of Heroes. But when you look at the reason why the Discord here, or the Reddit here, split off their Discord, I can kind of understand why. Because one, the management hasn't been the best since the server's been up. Understandably so in some ways, because one, it's just a bunch of volunteers. It's just a bunch of people who came together because they had the knowledge to fuck with something, either the server, the code, moderation, something. But they broke many people's trusts. And now it looks like, in this screenshot from a private admin chat, they admit to lying for the first few hours before they said the server was shut down. Voodoo even goes so far as to call it pacifying. While we understand the situation was precarious, we do not support hiding information that does not to be hidden.
Ooh. Ouch.
Understandably so. And apparently, some people were being bigoted. I don't know about any of that. I didn't watch the Discord like a hawk. I did see people trolling in the general chat about like trannies and shit like that. I can't speak to anything about like admin condone bigotry or anything like that, but I would say that the two main things for this splintering are definitely going to be the non-transparency and the lying, which people have a very bad taste in the back of their mouths for, because Leonardo, who on one hand helped enable all of this in the first place, but on the other hand lied and misled people for years about some of this stuff. They're too used to being fucked around on this, when like mostly I'm just happy to have had a chance to play it over the weekend. This has caused a lot of fucking drama, but as it stands, if you missed out on playing City of Heroes this weekend, there is hope that it will be back.
Nice.
And if you give it a month or two, I wouldn't be surprised if there are 2 to 3 pretty healthy servers to run into as well, because 3,000 concurrent players were on the score server before it got taken down. that is more concurrent users than some commercially ran MMOs. And to me, that is more than enough of a healthy community for there to be 2 or 3 private servers ran, where you can kind of pick and choose, what kind of community you want to be in, what kind of admin and moderation you want, and
do you want mods? Do you not want mods? Or
because that's the thing. They were talking about being able to start putting in their own character creation items and everything.
Oh, neat. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and that was really important back in the day because there were so many items that you could only get by having a concurrent subscription from the start of the game to its end.
And those were all unlocked. Those were all unlocked for the score server. It was great. And Lunar Fox, I agree. You need to end the cycle of allowing a lot of MMOs to become lost, because if the company running it doesn't want to run it anymore, I think, to me, morality is different than legality. And I believe it's absolutely moral, especially in a non-profit sense, to preserve and archive some of this stuff.
I agree. I remember playing Ultima Online way long after it was supposed to be dead.
Well, to be fair, Ultima Online ran way longer than it should have been ever.
Yeah.
I think Ultima Online is still live.
I ran on.
You're shitting me.
Yeah, I ran on free fan-made servers, fan-run servers and stuff, which was fun. Like, especially with how old that game is, and it's kind of like, well,
Holy shit, he's not wrong. It's still on.
The paid server, like the normal one?
The regular Ultima Online server is totally up still. And
oh my god.
Lunar Fox, EverQuest lost.
Like, EverQuest is gone?
Yep. Enter the Matrix.
I mean, Evercrack.
Lost.
Star Wars Galaxies, oh my goodness. I remember when, during the infancy of, after it fucking collapsed due to that fucking, the combat upgrade and the XE fucking expansion pack.
Everybody can be Jedis.
See, they had it clever. In order to unlock your Jedi class in Star Wars Galaxies, you had to master like 3 randomly selected classes before you were able to unlock a Jedi, and it didn't tell you. So you had all these people slowly learning how to become a master of this, or slowly becoming a master of dance, or slowly becoming a master of cook, and then in the hopes that they would be one of those few that suddenly is fucking like wielding lightsabers everywhere. But no, then they switched to the combat upgrade, which they were trying to get the WoW audience. I fucking hate every MMO that tries to get the WoW audience, because they what they did was, in order to unlock your Jedi from that point, you had to grind for it, which kept the Jedi tied away for a little bit, but not quite as badly as when the XE expansion pack hit. And holy fuck, it just became a game of bounty hunter and Jedi, bounty hunter and Jedi. And what was it? There was a project to try and capture anything that they could from the Star Wars Galaxies server code. And I remember at the time the dev was like, oh no, that can't be done. If they were able to pull it off, we'd hire them immediately, because that's just an incredible autistic feat. And I think they actually pulled it off. That's right, Cat.
Now, I'm going to say, this does not, like, it's understandable why this guy stepped down from leading. Oh, that's just bad. You can't do that. You can't do that. I don't care what you think about transsexual people. The notion that I turned down a person because they were openly transsexual was true. There's no other way around it. I did it because they announced they were transsexual almost immediately upon introduction, which shows that they believe it is an important role and that they were volunteering. This could be called a red flag. The second reason was their political affiliation.
Wait. What?
The first two entries in their resume were short-term employment and volunteer work for the Ohio Democratic Party. Oh, they were an Ohio, fellow Ohioan, too.
Oh.
And a gay rights rally. Wow.
Oh, no.
I mean, say what you want about somebody with a left affiliation or whether they're a tranny or not. You just can't do that. Not unless they're specifically being a disruption to the community.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need to actually still
because somebody could easily do that on another project to like, oh, you're Republican, huh? Oh, you like women, huh? Oh, you're straight, huh?
That's happening to Republicans. So the way to fire back would not be to do it the other way around.
So we got like that's I can actually understand why this was a point of contention, because I'm not seeing them talk about the person did cause drama. I'm not seeing them talk about, there was any threat. I'm seeing that could be called a red flag, just like it could be called a red flag if you're a Christian and working for certain organizations, or it could be a red flag if you're a Republican and working for certain organizations.
Yeah, that's
him stepping down was for the best. Him stepping down was for the best. That's now I'm wondering what time was this?
That's flabbergasting goodness.
Today at 5:41 a.m. So this was at 5. I'm trying to put some shit together now, because this apparently was happening at 5:41 a.m. What if this legal threat that was a troll attempt? And this
was oh my goodness, that might have been a revenge attack.
That I am not saying this is anything more than speculation, but that may have been retaliatory, because it is way too convenient that somebody got acted upon for being left, and then a mere hours later, like, oh, the server was down by about 5, I think, I'm sure. Let me bring the Discord back over here, because
Jinkies.
Let's go look at the timeline of this. Let's go do some sleuthing. Let's go do some sleuthing. So at 5:41 a.m., again, whatever that person's time zone was, if I'm remembering correctly, a lot of these people were on the West Coast, so that may have been even more like 2:41 in the morning. At 3:28 p.m., they took the server down, but apparently that might have been some hours after the actual server went down, because of the talk about it being lied about. Ambiguous, I would say. 3:28 p.m., 4 p.m. Okay. My spidey sense is tingling on that one. Again, this is just speculation, not allegations, but I would not be surprised if either somebody with sympathies to the person who got denied for being left started this shit, or a third party came in because they learned that this happened. A third party came in to then divide farther at that point. Because we saw that in Gamergate. We saw that in Gamergate in spades.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That was pretty good.
So
got to the point where I just started advising people just to let the fights happen, because honestly it's good practice. 2, what was it?
Survival with the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. There were so many fights, and it was always on the weekend. It was always after mentioning UMD. Who was it? They had some real real fucked up net tech where if you mention them on the internet and they or any of their properties, all of a sudden there's just this gigantic net quake, and all these trolls would pop out of the fucking woodwork to talk about, to just start fights over to distract over the fact that we just revealed that this company did something horrid.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Well,
fucked up.
we know that rooms, like companies themselves, run basically hire people specifically to troll.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have a whole bunch of people in the same room, just like that's kind of sounds fun, like a fun job. But I would care about who they were, like who.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to get just paid $0.25 a post.
Yeah, I'd have to post well. Yeah, that's a bit shitty. I honestly think it shouldn't be allowed. I think it should be completely illegal to pay for that, just like companies pay for a bunch of people to sit in the same room and type reviews.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
So much evidence of that stuff. Oh my goodness.
I had to go visit the little superheroes room for a second. So something I'm gonna do real quick is, I couldn't play a ton, and I obviously can't stream it right now because the server's down. But I am gonna go ahead and bring up some of the screenshots that I ended up getting, so you can at least see what some of the character creator was, because I know some of you all may know City of Heroes. Some of you all may have only heard of it, never had an actual chance to run with it.
I never got to play it, but
let's see.
You would have been just a small baby when we were.
Especially the character creator.
Oh
my
so
goodness.
Good. It's so good. Well, here, go ahead.
It's essentially build your own class, the game. Because
I know it felt more like making a tabletop character.
Yeah, that's essentially it. You had your 5 classes that you could build, and then you can like change energy types or like weapon types or.
Its build options were pretty crazy because like your origin, like you could select your origin, but that kind of was just your flavor of how you got your stuff, because then you had different classes, and then different classes had different power sets, and then you would select a primary and a secondary. In between all those different combinations, you could come up with some really interesting shit. Not to mention the fact that they were doing before the server, or before the live service from NCSoft went down, they were doing something called power set proliferation, where they were starting to mix power sets between classes, and you could create even more ridiculous builds.
See, I like the idea of a game where, like if you play WoW, you know what you're up against if you're up against certain characters, because you're like, oh, okay, so whatever, we're really good at this, we just have to do this.
Okay, so this
game was more like you just had to figure the person out.
You had to actually watch what people were doing, because someone that could be dressed like a schoolgirl could start sending fucking bolts of lightning out of her hands, or a dude that's dressed like a hobo would be running around through the streets with a fucking shield and a wrench, which I created fucking Mad Hobo Justice. That guy was great.
Yeah,
he was just a homeless guy that was just out to fight justice for some reason. Anyway, or in another case, one character I created, it was a woman whose skin was flipped this inside out. It was gross looking, and I loved it.
And you could totally do it.
Yeah. Well, I know. One of the first times I heard about City of Heroes, there was a mock-up of their character designer just to make characters just to look at.
Yeah.
So it didn't have the power stuff, I don't think. Well, but
the implied powers probably.
Yeah, I played with that because
Interlopers!
Oh shit!
It's Wade. Oh shit! We're gonna get our eviction papers now.
Blunderers! Fools! Sorry. Hey.
It's fucked up that I'm the one that got scared. Like,
Yeah.
the crap out of me.
Yeah, it is. Like
that. Oh shit! Was freaking real.
Yeah, like City of Heroes is a really interesting design because it was pre-WoW, so for a while there they weren't even bothering to necessarily chase them. And so like you didn't have gear. All of your look was based entirely on what you picked. You made your look. The way that you enhanced yourself, besides leveling up and choosing which powers you wanted, was getting enhancements. And you would get enhancements to slot in to specific powers. And then certain levels would grant you more enhancement slots for a power. And so there was just. It was a really interesting design. And while it is, because of its time, the base of its code, it does feel a little bit more dated. But it. I don't know. I've never felt an affinity for an MMO like I have City of Heroes.
Yeah, no, the way City of Heroes has always been described to me when I've looked at it, I'm really kicking myself that I haven't gotten to play it. But yeah, the way it was described to me was basically, you take a tabletop roleplay game, and it's the most direct translation, basically, of a tabletop game to a video game.
But like, look at all this shit. Like, you can start getting an idea of what all different types of shit you can build just from a couple of these screenshots here. Like, you can build ridiculous shit. Like, again, like Mike said, you could create a fucking little tiny schoolgirl that was the Wrath of Thunder and a fucking tanker and shit.
I don't know. I
Control sucks, Seth.
I can't tell you how many hours I actually played. I mean, there's no way to fathom it in human terms.
I can't tell you how many hours I spent in the character creator alone. Which
Definitely.
This is something that like I had an epiphany because Paragon Chat is still up. I should maybe be able to at least show you all the character creator. Because Paragon Chat's been up and been around for a while, but they've never had. It's a glorified visual chat room.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what people wanted. Now here we go. Here's my creation of Matt Myers. See, look at this. This is what you can do with this game. The little brown particle effects, that was me trying to give him like a poo smell.
Wow.
But
so they have. I was going to ask that. So they have back pieces and stuff like unlocked already.
Yep.
Yes.
That server version.
Okay,
cool.
Oh, dude, you can go ahead and be a fucking peacekeeper or warbringer right off the bat if you want to be.
Peacebringer, Warshade.
Warshade. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was but yeah, you were talking about like you could be what you want. Okay, here's how. And what's really cool is you had not only did you have your base costume that you made when you started the game, they had a store in the game that you could go to the store with in-game currency. Didn't have no,
There he is.
Yeah. So, and when you went to that store, you could get you could change your costume, or you could purchase another costume slot. You could have up to 4 costume slots, if I remember correctly. It might be more.
I think you were you could buy some, but I think you unlocked some per level at certain level gates as well. Because I remember having some of them for free. What's great, like you may see on some of these screenshots, they gave you all the character slots, 1,000 character slots. They had you could have fucking 16 different costumes. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But my guy was a tanker, and what was really cool is depending on my mood, I could just change it to whatever. So, started off, he just looked like a big robot man. And then I started watching Harvey Birdman, so eventually I put him in a suit and started making macros of I am the law and stuff like that. Even had I even had an advertisement. It's like, if you've been injured in an attack, please call our 1-800 number. And that would go out on that would be a broadcast on the for the whole zones.
I mean, if you're going to, you may as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the funny, my friend. Oh God, I wish I had my old screenshots. My friend had a screenshot of me doing that while we were while I was herding about 40 or 50 trolls. So I'm like advertising these trolls. It's basically it looks like I'm talking to the trolls while I'm beating their asses. If you've had a personal injury. Oh man.
Oh, it hurts to think about this stuff. My main back from that game, it wasn't Mad Hobo Justice. It was Papa Gay Day. The Haitian god of death.
The Haitian god of death.
One of my most memorable characters from its live times. It's funny because I created there is a point in time where after you make so many alts, you just start kind of naming them off the powers that you give them instead of trying to come up with character concepts first and then building into it. So I literally had some crazy bitch that was called Irradiated Electroclaw because she had radiation powers, electro powers, and she had a claw on her hand. Oh boy, she was crazy looking too, and I'll be damned if that seemingly throwaway character didn't become my favorite.
It's really weird how your throwaways become, because when Villains came out and we were playing on that, we basically everybody wanted to be a brute, but not everybody could be a brute, kind of thing. It's like because it just went team balance just wouldn't make any sense.
It's like come on, we need a healer somewhere.
Yep.
We need to have buffs.
I ended up becoming, I think it was a fire. Oh god, I can't remember. It was the archetype for the villain side that allowed you to heal and stuff like that. But it had to do with fire too. It was like basically you're burning them to heal them.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember exactly what it is. I remember exactly what you're talking about. I just don't remember the name of the power because I was that one time. Yeah.
I remember the group heal was I forgot the group heal, but you had the main focused heal was cauterize. So you just kept so I'm thinking this is I'm just burning you. I'm just it's like you're inflicting pain to make them. And they had one ability. It was kind of like their it was it raised something, and it was called Forge. And you're basically basically you put it on a tanker. It gave them more stamina, I believe it was. So of course a tank needs, or a brute needs stamina, just like a tank does. Because of all the toggles they have to run and everything. God, I can't remember, but I named it. It was a one-off character. We made it at Christmas, right? We were just being stupid. It was this is dumb Christmas stuff, right? And I made I made a tiny little elf with big titties and called it Voluptuous Elf, and she ended up becoming my main villain. I might remake, if this ever gets going again, I might remake her. So, give me a TLDR. I saw a little bit of it. Okay, somebody announced a shutdown, but it wasn't a shutdown, and now there's some chicanery with transgender people.
Right.
All right. So the too long didn't read is earlier today the server just disappeared. And the server mods were actually being a little ambiguous about it and understandably, because they didn't know if it was real or not at that point, but I guess at some point they assumed it was real. Basically, somebody trolled them, Wayne. Somebody trolled one of the main server runners because they had their name, their address, and everything, and they were essentially faking legal threats from NCSoft. Credible enough that somebody who had slept in 40 hours freaked the fuck out and wiped the server.
Oh, wow.
Now, with hindsight, they know that it was a troll. And what they're trying to do is, as soon as they can get things back up, there's going to be an official announcement sometime tomorrow after they kind of gather the wagons, figure out everything that they want to do from here on out and all that, because these are I'm trying not to make excuses, but these are all just random volunteers that came up to ran a community that they never expected to get, because there's 6,000 people in their Discord. They had 3,000 concurrent logons. It blew the fuck up, but there was some chicanery on both sides. Some people, and I can kind of understand, that they aren't happy with how the people were kind of running things, keeping a little bit in the dark. That and their main, the main honcho of the Discord denied somebody a volunteer spot because they were transsexual and because they put left stuff on their little resume that they sent them. And there was no drama that this person on the left created. They just said it was a red flag, and they didn't want them on their server, which to me is kind of like.
To me, is a dick move.
That's
if they start drama, then tell them
exactly.
Sorry,
you start drama, then get them off. But that's just as shitty as saying, "Oh, this person's Christian. I think that's a red flag. I'm not going to put them on this project." It's the same energy. I don't like it. It's kind of gross.
Yeah. I know plenty of people like Democrat and stuff like that. Plenty of people that are trans and this and that too that are Democrat, and they are completely normal, like not asshole people. Like
yeah, it was kind of assuming that's what a lot of this shit is. A lot of the drama and a lot of the management has been assuming the worst before something bad can happen.
I was gonna say it sounds like whoever did that, they had gotten this false dichotomy of the what I call the internet transgendered person.
Yeah.
It is ma'am. It is ma'am.
The trans trenders.
Yeah, exactly.
Transgenders.
Like he was maybe they're not really, maybe they're just here to start trouble. They just, they made an assumption that was way far off of what could be reality. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, not to interrupt you, Wayne.
Now I agree with the man in lunacy. No commies. Absolutely no commies, because you'll never get shit done.
To talk on Lunar Fox's comment, that would be amazing. Imagine if you could spin up a AWS little cloud service to just run a little small private server of an MMO. Boy, howdy, that would be amazing.
Yeah, so that would require companies to get off of the fucking copyrights. Ugh.
Now, Wade, you might not have been here to hear this or see this speculation, but okay. There is admin server leak of the head honcho, the former head honcho of that Score Discord, saying that they don't want to hire the trans person. That was 5 a.m. at some point in time this morning. Don't know the time zone. Might be West Coast. Might be East Coast. Later on in that day, somebody hoaxes them with doxed takedown notices from seemingly from NCSoft. Is it just me, or is that just a little too coincidental on the timing for there not to be something there?
I think there was some retaliation.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Now, if I'm correct, who stepped down? I know there was something about somebody had stepped down after.
Actually, now, at this point, a few people have stepped down, because before this happened, the Leonardo guy, who was head honcho of the secret Cabal private server back in the day before everything leaked, he stepped down because of the mismanagement that he'd done, and then the Inesis, I can't pronounce this.
I was going to say NXS. I need you to know.
Yeah, NXS. No, that guy. That guy who was the head of the head seeming of the efforts, or at least the head moderator of the Discord, he stepped down because of the quote unquote bigotry leaks.
That's innocuous, by the way.
Innocuous.
Yeah.
But there is no L in it. Fuck that shit. I hate
innocuous.
Innocuous.
Not innocuous.
Not innocuous. Innocuous.
Is it innocuous? Yeah. You're not inoculating anybody. You're innocuous. That means you're kind of. I think that. What's the definition? Fuck.
You're boring.
That's a good term for it.
That is actually. Yeah, not harmful or offensive.
Yeah.
Which, what a funny name now for a guy who's
considering
we ain't hiring them trannies.
It's like, remember, no trannies.
God damn it. I hate some of the shit y'all make me laugh at.
Oh, you love us.
I mean, obviously, I think we all know what would be the remedy here, right? To make everything better. That's to get Cab to be the server admin for this place.
I was about to say more Bucci, so yeah.
He's you're a woman? Oh, you got a dick? Oh, that's even better. Come on. I just had our YouTube channel pulled down.
Oh crap!
It doesn't fucking matter. You got Bucci, that's good. All right.
Yeah, a little Bucci. It's all right.
I was sitting here like, haha, we're gonna mess up SuperNerdLand's Twitch. I forgot that.
Joke's on you. Nobody's watching our Twitch.
Damn it.
Take that.
Oh no, we have 2 viewers. Hold on.
We have that one of them might be me.
Oh no, no, apparently. Okay, that's weird. The stats say 2 viewers, but we have
like
apricot fruit, Commander Root, S1 Faka, Taid. Wow. Okay, so the Discord, or not the Discord, the Twitch backend is actually kind of lying to me. Fucking bastards.
Yeah, taking away your hope that nobody's watching.
It just says I literally can't.
I can say whatever I want. No, you can't.
I literally can't watch you guys on Twitch. It buffers too much. YouTube is silky smooth. That who'd have ever thought you'd hear that word? The words coming out of that like that. YouTube is great. Oh, great! So YouTube serves the socialists like very well. Good job.
I will say that is Twitch's fault. Because the stream health going into Twitch on its inspector is excellent, and I think it's just a routing issue probably because on my preview everything's just fine.
Speaking of socialism, real quick.
Speaking of socialism,
did you guys see the mini AOC?
Mini AOC?
Yeah, it's just like this little girl.
She's kind of cute.
Yeah, she's this little bitty girl who's like, she goes like, "Hello, I am Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez," and she explains like why she loves socialism, and she said this is why we need Green New Deal because of climate change. Because in February the average temperature is 36 degrees, and in June the average temperature is 90 degrees. That is like 4 months. Climate change is real. And then she goes like, "I love socialism because socialism is just short for social media." And the top 3 countries that do socialism are Venezuela, Facebook, and Twitter. It's like yes.
It makes the boomer happy.
Problem is she's not wrong. Great. Yeah. You guys have a Discord? Yeah.
I'm not. I'm handling it. Y'all talk. I'm handling it.
Yeah. Now make sure you're not giving them a bad link because I've done that before myself. It's like, hey guy who wants to be a guest on show, here's link. Your link is bad. I was like, oh, I am sorry. I gave you old link. Oh man.
It's like you forget I'm the one that actually knows how to do this shit.
I just got owned.
Oh no.
So did you guys congratulate or thank the fans for their recent patronage?
I will let you say it again if you want, but I did open up the stream with words of gratitude from your mouth.
Yes.
Even though I had planned on doing that, and then he started saying them, and I was like, "It's
well, your
channel, man."
it's like, oh, this Negro,
right? I was like, "All right, go on in." Like,
sorry, I
just even your channel.
I went into stream host mode.
Yeah, well, this is one of those situations where I thought I did something right and I did it totally wrong, and it's still worked out somehow. Because last Friday we had Mike Murphy on the stream. We were talking about his comic book Samurai and Dinosaurs on Indiegogo currently. Check it out if you get a chance.
Yeah, it looks interesting. You should go check it out, honestly.
Yeah, and before that I had uploaded a video talking about the situation with a writer for IO9 commenting on the Vic Mignogna lawsuit, which she had already wrote an article about it, but in her comments I'll put it this way: for somebody trying probably to stay out of a lawsuit, she did a really bad job of trying to stay out of it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why Vic Mignogna's lawyer, Ty Beard, he's only had 3 tweets. He's only tweeted 3 times since he joined Twitter. The first one was he said to Ron Toye, who is Monica Rial's fiance, cuck, something, whatever.
Whatever they are.
He said, "We'll be in touch," right? And then the next time he tweeted, which was a couple months later, he tweeted out, "We've been in touch." Right?
And then Ron Toye was all like, there's nothing wrong. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha, smiley faces. Ha ha, I'm not, I'm smiley faces. Then, like I said, he, a day later when this Beth Elderkin person tweets this, she tweets at her what she thinks is going to happen. All he tweets to her, it quote tweets and says, "Welcome to the party." Because she implied in her tweet that she knew something that they didn't.
See, usually people reply to Nick Rekieta as his bait. Okay, so everyone confuses Rekieta and fucking Ty Beard as Vic Mignogna's lawyer, but no, it's Ty Beard as the lawyer. Nick Rekieta, on the other hand, is the bait.
Yeah, Nick Rekieta is what he does. What his communications between Vic Mignogna and him were: get you an attorney. I've heard this guy's good, and that was the end of their quote relationship. And then, of course, he also runs his GoFundMe, for his legal stuff. Excuse me a second, but yeah. So the whole point of my video is just like, well, why, because a lot of people instantly got blocked by Beth Elderkin because she did a mass blockchain, right? So people thought like Ty Beard was just talking to himself. So my video was just to clarify who he was talking to. It's like, oh, this is who he's talking to, and this is what she did. This is what she did. She wrote this article. Blah 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 blah. I never expect more than a couple of 100 views on a video, considering. What are we at now? 17,000?
Like 17, 18,000?
I went incognito right before setting up the stream or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that video was the number 3 suggestion for me.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. And the only reason it dropped is because Hirohie did a video on it. So that's the only reason it dropped, because he does have like better metrics because he has more subscribers.
Yeah.
But you got tapped by the YouTube algorithm, my dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm appreciating it too.
The algorithm actually helped you that time.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to help us get to 1,000, because with how active our chats are normally, super chat would be freaking insane.
Yeah, we currently have 16 watching. Well, I'm one of those 16, so
Me too.
But that's nice. And apparently, oh no. They're drawing Carl Ludes again.
Is it Carl?
Oh shit! Tug mentioned you.
He did. That was nice. Was it during his live stream? I need to go back and watch that, because I had watched a little bit of it and then I had to go eat dinner. Can't block the court via Twitter. LOL. That's a good one. I like that. But yeah, the reason Tug mentioned me, I'm sure, was because of hey, have you ever heard this guy named Mundane Matt? Neither have I. Yeah, so anyway, here's what happens with Mundane Matt, right?
We were making fun of him a little earlier in the stream too.
Yeah, Mundane Matt had this great idea that I'm going to jump in on this, Vic Magnolia stuff, and he makes 2 videos. Neither one of them, cracked 2,000 views, because Mundane Matt, nobody gives a shit about Mundane Matt anymore, right? I think, Keemstar calls him Matt Mundane. I mean, that's pretty much, what you think about. It's like, oh, is that guy who flagged everybody? Yeah, that guy. Matt
Average
has a.
Allen.
So what?
Average Allen.
Yeah, Average Allen.
Boring Bill. I'll go through the alphabet. I'll go to the thesaurus. You keep going.
It's like Tug said. I did hear him say this on his stream earlier, where he said on the stream earlier. He says, if I only got I think he's got a little over 25,000 subscribers on his main channel, and he said, if I only got 1,000 views, I would think I'd uploaded something wrong. Right. Yes, goodbye boulders, exactly. But
Commonplace Carl.
yeah, I like that. Commonplace Carl. That's a good one.
Let's see. Dull David.
It's funny how I start
Did
talking.
we say Average Allen yet?
Yeah, he said Average Allen. Yeah. Well, if you would plug us, Jameson, I would appreciate it because we need some. We are striving now to get the thing. Who jumping in here?
Support
Well,
content creators. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, support other content creators.
Oh, we got
I
a
shield
big
them.
party now.
You Daimonic Edward.
What?
He's coming up with different names for him named Matt.
Flat Frank.
Forgettable Frank.
Forgettable Frank. That's a good one. And so, okay, here's the thing. So, of course, like Yellow Flash and Tug and a few other people started making fun of Monday Matt for not getting the metrics, right? And of course, I'm jumping in because, like, hey, we only had like 210 subs when I made that video, and then we still got 17,000 views. Somehow Matt couldn't get that, right? And he has
Hank.
And he has 138,000 subs. Of course, most of those,
Forgot
whatever.
to unsub.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They just forgot Monday Matt existed.
Failure. That's so good. Tedious Ted.
Tedious Ted.
Yes.
Well, he is. I mean, you think about it, that's true. He does the same thing over and over again, hoping that something will change.
Oh, 2012. Jameson
Glaze
says
George.
that if you have questions about the case, I might be able to help, but I'm not Nick level.
Well, nobody's Nick Recato level. I mean, he's
I
Law
just
Mike.
read that in a really weird.
You sure did. It's like, what are you doing?
If you have questions.
If you have a question about case, I might be able to help her, but I'm not the Nick level.
Speaking of
could you
Law
please do the
What
kindly?
happened there? Mini stroke, maybe.
Please do the kindly.
speaking of Law Might, I need
Do
his
the
email when you have it.
Yes, if anybody in the chat knows Nick Recato's email, that'd be great. Xavier's trying to get in touch with him, and Nick literally said, "Yeah, email me," and we were like, "Okay, what's your email?"
Okay. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, and like he has a law firm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you tried going to his law firm site?
That's a
Gee.
Xavier. I think we need to kill ourselves.
Hey, just to let you,
There's
that's
awesome
why
thing too, if you don't know the exact address to his law firm website, there's this thing called Google.
I think it's recata.org, I believe.
But I just want to let you know that's why I get paid the big bucks here at SuperNerdLand, because
I just didn't know we have a separate email that's like, if all internet fun inquiries go here, all serious law issues go here. I don't want to show up for work and it's my mailbox is full of lewds.
Wow.
Insipid
Then, just
Isaac.
DM him.
Ooh, that's a good one. I's a hard one.
Xavier and no, I'm sure he meant cab, but I'm gonna go with tab. Xavier
Right,
and
Xavier,
no tab.
no tab.
Continue my theory that they are the same person.
Joyless Jebediah.
I like that. Joyless.
Joyless Jebediah.
Okay, I thought at first I thought you said joyous. That'd be even funnier. But
Oh, fucking K is awful.
I don't believe, I can disprove it. Okay, here. I can disprove right now for everybody here.
Cantankerous Kevin.
That's a good one too.
Nice.
I can disprove right here, right now, that Xavier is not cab. Xavier, do you have a collection of butthole pictures?
No.
Okay, then there you go.
I mean,
Do you have some?
My follow-up question is, why not?
I'm a tits and thigh man myself.
Fair enough.
Do you like?
I love tits because I'm an American. I love thigh because I'm an American of culture.
Hold on, lube up, Zave. Apparently, you're the cab today.
I don't have to know.
Your last one in, so you're cab now.
Lackluster Laurel.
Xavier could be lying. Nice.
I'm just loving that Mike is he's just coming up with more names for Monday Matt as we go on.
Alphabet challenge. Alphabet challenge.
Yeah, alphabet challenge, exactly.
Monotone Mark.
Monotone. That's a good one. You came up even different than Mundane Mad. I like it. You just
Nothing
Wailing
Nolan.
Wade. Nothing Nolan. We had Xavier had an idea, and I was like, I don't know if that's practical, but basically using Mark Wade and Mark Zaid, right? And then coming up with ways to describe Mark Wade with every letter of the alphabet.
Oh, I'm good with those.
I got the idea when I was watching a video by Just Some Guy, which if you're not watching Just Some Guy, what the hell's wrong with you? Go subscribe.
He's a good guy too. Yeah, go check out. Yeah,
Y'all
check
are
out
good
Just
at
Some Guy.
this. I'm just sitting here like Monday. Why would you call yourself that? Like,
hey guys, Mundane Mats is funny. He's stupid, right? Her.
But
I'm still back there. I'm just like, that's a dumb name. Why would you?
I don't mean to curse the stream a little bit, but do you remember Jamie when she fucking finally left? I sent a 52 fucking word insult at her. That was just the alphabet from A to Z, all the way back to A.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
Cold-blooded.
We'll tell you off stream.
Oh.
But the idea
where
was
I?
said,
M? Yeah. No.
In. You're on in.
Okay. I'll keep looking. Oh. What?
I think he did neurotic something, didn't he?
I was about to say, hey, neurotic.
Neurotic Nolan.
He's already done neurotic Nolan. Oh.
Yeah.
But,
Mudhole Matt and worse if you saw Tug Stream. Mudhole Matt.
Whoa.
But,
That's what.
Go ahead.
I'm guessing grade of 0.5 used to be cantankerous.
Oppressive OP.
Oppressive.
Or Othello, either one. Yeah.
Yes, oppressive Othello. There we go.
I like that. Yeah, it's more cultured, right? Like,
Prosaic Paul.
But I think what I like the most about this thing with Matt is that, as per Matt, I even called it. I said he's going to be so butthurt about this, and guess what? He was so butthurt about this. He started replying to like Tug's tweets. Is like, well, it's just because it's not the only thing I focus on. You seem to focus on a lot. I'm pretty much an obsession. I'm like, yeah, and he's actually growing his channel. What are you doing? Get out of here.
Remember that time you lost 40,000 subs and had to buy bot subs? Your numbers up.
Goodbye, Boulder.
Quiet Quark.
Quiet.
Oh, smooth. I was wondering how you were gonna do Q.
Let's see.
Quaint Quinn.
Oh, by the way, that's another funny thing about Matt. He is so mundane that he knows that Mundane Matt is so cursed that he's not even Mundane Matt anymore. He just changed it to Matt Jarbo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, regular Ryan.
Oh, nice.
Stagnant Steve.
Yes. Good.
Before we get carried
Tedious
away
Thomas.
Tedious Thomas.
Just some guy had a joke that because Mark Wade's deposition was so bad, that Mark Zaid had better hope that Mark Paid is still taking Wade's phone calls so he can get his money. And like, just do the ABCs of Mark Wade, where you just tell the complete story and try to work every letter of the alphabet into Mark Wade's name, and do some sound-alikes because not every letter fits perfectly into a name.
That is a video that I want to watch at some point. I'm looking up Mundane Matt videos, and of course, it's never looking up Mundane Matt videos. It's looking up videos that make fun of Mundane Matt.
Uninteresting Ulysses.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Of course, the Ballad of Mundane Matt by Mr. Madiker is number 1 with 1 million views. Right. Memology 101 did a video last week where it says Mundane Matt tries to outsmart the YouTube algorithm and fails.
Oh no.
And of course, the entire Mundane Matt exposed Killstream. I think we've all heard the, now wait a minute.
I just want everyone to know that I was in a bad place emotionally.
Vanilla Vince.
Nice.
Let's see. The Jarbo effect, the rise and fall of Mundane Matt.
Would he be more of a vagrant? It's not like he's welcome here anymore.
Let's see.
White bread William.
White bread William.
Weak sauce William.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a good one too.
Oh hell! Now we're getting to the real hard letters.
I'm trying to find Turbo's video because
Yellow-bellied Yance.
Yancey.
You got to say it with that accent. That's a name that doesn't exist anymore.
Because Turbo had the video called "The Absolute State of Mundane Matt," and that one caught the algorithm too because it just took off.
When you get blown even further beyond out.
Now, I think that did well even on our Super Nerd Tube.
Yeah. Turbo also has a video. I think it's a Super Nerd Tube where he just spins like, the whole he comments on Mundane Matt's unboxing of his silver play button.
Oh God, yeah.
And he just laughs at him the entire time.
Laughing at Mundane Matt unboxing his silver play button. Now here, yep. I'll share that with the chat.
Yeah,
it's got 400 views.
America's favorite pastime.
And one of the funnier, what was it? Yeah, there it is. The Absolute State of Mundane Matt. 30,000 views 12 months ago. Man, it's been a year, guys, since Turbo blew out Mundane Matt.
I got the description for this fucking laughing at Mundane Matt thing. He just put, "I laugh a lot."
Shit. Okay. X. Okay. Xanthopic. Wait. I'm trying to get this word right.
You went deep into the thesaurus.
Xanthodontic Xavier.
Xavier's like, hey.
Wait a minute.
Leave me out of this.
Wait a minute.
No. Yeah. See, that xanthodont is someone with yellow teeth.
Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
I'll have you know, I go to the dentist regular, sir. My breath is always fresh.
Got a bit of a breakup there, but it's okay.
Yeah, I kind of got the gist of it there.
Still understood.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Xerotic Xavier. There we go. That means dry and it's dry.
Like I'm sitting here and the only X word
I'll allow it
off the top of my head is xylophone. Like
xylophone.
Always like when you're a kid, that's always the example for X that they give
Xander with an X.
Yeah. Xerotic Xander. There we go.
Fancy.
Turn off that pesky ad block, Terry.
No, see, shit.
Are you okay? Turn off that ad block.
Mm-hmm.
Zoologically confused Zachary.
No.
Is this an animal?
Maybe. Erotica Xander. Oh man, dunking on Monday, Matt's fun.
Zero Zachary. There we go. We went through the whole thing. Yay.
Nice.
Yay for me.
Congratulations.
If you can't tell, I'm clapping for myself.
Please clap.
So you hit the entire alphabet.
Say that nobody would know who was.
You get the platinum trophy.
Oh, and I don't know if he had got.
It's honest.
And like I said, I don't know if he had got like banned or any at some point. But
get in here?
But Dame Pesos.
What the fuck?
But Dame Pesos changed his new Twitter handle is now Dame Jarbo.
Oh hell.
I like Dame Pesos' whole gimmick. It's like I will tell you the same stories that Monday Matt does, but it'll actually be entertaining.
That's a good gimmick.
Yeah. Dunking on Monday Matt is almost as fun as when we dunked on Bree. Oh, I got some stuff to talk about Bree. Oh man.
Wait, you guys, I have to tell you this.
What did your cat do?
I've been in here with the door closed. I kicked the only animals I thought were in here out, which was a cat that was purring really loud, and Lobo, the dog, because he was getting upset that the cat was on my lap.
The dog.
The dog.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole time, I've been sitting here animal free, and all of a sudden, there are 2 cats getting ticked off because they want out. Like I don't know where they came from.
I have that happen all the time. You have no idea. Oh.
I'm sitting here like, well, I kicked all the animals out. Where the hell did these cats come from? Look at it. Okay, go on.
That accent that she pulled reminded me of it was a bit on it was way back. This was in WWE back when CM Punk was still there, right? So this was back a while, and he was doing commentary on the main event, which is just a show, just like one of their hour-long shows, weekly, on some random channel in Podunk, wherever. And there was this diva, because they were still called divas then. There was this diva called Oksana, right? And she could barely speak English.
Uh-oh.
And because she was like, I forgot where she was from. But they told, there was they had a contest, and she had to cut a promo. And so she gets on the thing, and she was trying to say first of all, but she goes, Festival, like that, and then CM Punk goes, Constable?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why I have a couple of friends that call me a were-Brit. Because
a were-Brit?
A were-Brit, because when I'm tired and I'm trying to talk too fast, all of a sudden I will sometimes have like a random British accent will happen. I don't know what's wrong with me, but accents happen randomly.
Let's see what it looks like Josh is playing some commie stuff. What's going on here?
Getting distracted.
No.
Don't mind me. It's a stream exclusive Sigma Theory.
Yeah.
Key provided by to SuperNerdLand by the devs for purposes of coverage and streaming. Continue on.
Well, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore.
I got a question. Have any of you guys seen ads for some kind of mobile game floating around called, was it the Adventure Communist?
Oh, no.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Is it about is it about throwing people from helicopters?
Oh God, I wish.
I long for that day that I can throw a commie from a helicopter, but it probably never come because we're.
You're kind of slowly heading towards communism. You're kind of slowly heading towards communism at this point, aren't you? Like,
I want somebody to release a game that's called Communist Simulator, and it just starts you falling out of the helicopter. But anyway, Adventure Communist, it's this weird thing. It's this like animated like a cartoon, and you're growing food and for a farm, and you're gathering resources, and I'm like, I don't think that's how communism works. And everything that they were saying is like, no, this is not how communism works. Be a good communist, Adventure Communist. Like, no.
Hey, can you come let some more animals out?
What's going on over there?
Who are you talking to? The only one that's close enough would be Josh. And he's going to run over there and fucking.
No. I was on my phone real quick. I made a phone call.
I mean, I'm not.
Who you gonna call?
I don't think I'm that far from y'all.
Yeah, they spawned like a minute ago.
Josh is like in the middle of a game. He's like, oh, okay, hold on a minute.
Let me get on my bike. Fuck.
And then you just hear like, randomly over Piper's streams like, next time look off your own fucking animals.
What's even better is that I'm in a computer chair with wheels and shit, and I'm like 2 feet from my door, so I could have done it.
Yeah. Kindness in the game ends with you die. Ends when you die. Yeah.
You were really
I looked it up on YouTube, so like this can't be a real thing. And there's like apparently a line of communist games, mobile games. I'm like, what the fuck even is this? Because, well, first of all, this is all fucking wrong. I'm like, is somebody trying to scam some fuckers? Is this like a brilliant con? Some retard rich kid? Well, communism, well, that's me. I'll play.
All I know, the one thing I like recently, I've been watching some videos. I forget the guy's name. I should go find it. But he's like been playing this game called, what's it called? Cityscape.
I know that
City
guy.
State. City State. Excuse me, not Cityscape.
Yeah, I love that guy.
And he did a recent video where one of it was like, he basically said, I ran a communist country and this is what happens. And eventually, basically what happened, the government enslaved all the people.
That is absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
So he won, right?
And then the next game, he says, okay, I'm going to go full ANCAP. So there were basically no laws. There were no taxes. Well, there were taxes, but there was no services or anything like that, right? It became a utopia.
What?
You see, what you don't understand is that people secretly want to leave each other alone as long as they're left alone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's no secret.
You
some
think?
people don't. Yeah, I mean, some people. It's
Sorry, back.
if you improve society within the game, you get punished. Let's see. But yeah, let me go do this. I'm curious. Let me go back to what I was doing here.
I'm pulling into Sonic. I'm about to get Big Smoke's order.
There's a mod for Resident Evil 2 remake.
I love
now.
that.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's so over a 3-day period, Matt Mundane's he has two. He had one that he did 4 days ago and one he did 3 days ago. Looks like all told, the totality of those were roughly 4.4 or 4.5K views for both videos. Now, let's see. Let's compare to a little channel. At the time, only had about 210 subscribers. Where is the channel? Have we been kicked off already?
Somebody must have found that old video.
Mm-hmm. I'm stupid. I was looking down, but I realized, we're streaming, so I would be put at the top on the.
Whoops.
And that video is currently at 18,000 views. And that particular YouTube channel only has right now 323 subscribers, which we appreciate every one of you who's subscribed since then. Thank you so much. That's like what, over 100 new subscribers over the weekend.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
We can't do this without you.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and ring the little bell for when new videos come out.
Apparently 10 of those subs was Joe.
I mean, as much as of a meme, the whole rate, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell thing is, it's super important for growing channels and metrics and everything. Yeah. So we appreciate you watching, and really, if you want to watch us more, that's all you have to do. That's all you gotta do.
Right. Well, we're hoping to get some more content coming out on the regular. With some different things for different people, because everybody has different tastes and they don't all like the same thing, and that's cool. And we want to do something for you.
And also, as of current, as far as the what I'm calling the monetization watch, where you need at least 4,000 hours watched and 1,000 subs, we are currently at 2,500 hours watched. For a 12-month period.
Because you're on here, Wayne, and the audience is here, I'm going to go ahead and say it. What would you all think about Grade at Point 5 being affiliated with some merchandise websites? They're places that actually fit in with what stuff that we would buy. One is Ripped Apparel, RIPTapparel.com. Nobody's affiliated with that yet right now, so that's not why we're shilling. But go there. Check them out, And let everybody know, let the people know at Grade It what you think, because I've been trying to bug them to get affiliated for a little while
Me too.
now.
I'd be cool with it. What the hell would we sell? Shirts that just say you're going to show me some butthole?
No, this isn't
This is
your
an affiliate.
marketplace.
It's
This is
affiliate, but we can do that too. Make some
what they do is they team up with artists who make a lot of like really fun kind of crossover type shirts. So like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets Peanuts. Like, just go to Ripped Apparel, riptapparel.com. Check out some of their stuff and let Wayne and the family know if I will bully them more about getting this affiliation up off the ground. I only say it because, one, I want to help support these people, and two, I legitimately enjoy the products that place has. If I had the money, I'd be broke again because I would have bought all their shirts. Oh, okay, maybe not all of them. 75% of them.
I too would like to support website. Check.
R.I.P.
Also, speaking of supporting websites, y'all should check out ogchan.com to see the most lit webcomic on the internet. Yeah! I did it in one take.
Everybody chill all
That's
the
I'm gonna bring this up on stream.
That's a good that was a good elevator pitch there, Mike. I like it.
Yeah.
Quick and to the point. All right.
But you talk, and I'm just gonna show him some. I'm gonna show him some shirts.
Make me a mod on my own channel, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh,
I was trying to do it for a second, and then I was like, "Oh wait."
Did you mean
I had logged in? I had logged into the account to look at some metrics, and then I forgot to log back out to my main account. That's why.
Did you mean put user in timeout?
No. I meant mod. Make them a mod. Not the other thing.
Okay. You mean report and remove?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Sub to Piper, because I'm gonna do stuff exclusively on my channel that falls under Adventures of Piper. It's gonna be some
Piper,
weird shit.
Don't subscribe to her channel. She's a woman. Remember, she's the whole.
Oh yeah, I'm the whole. I'm the whole channel. I'm gonna change the name and everything.
Yeah.
Focus on just being annoying.
Women are only good for two things, and as soon as I'm old enough, my daddy's going to tell me what those things are.
But look at this shirt. Isn't this shirt awesome? Look at it. It's amazing.
Like that shirt.
It's amazing. They have a lot of really cool shirts, and they get with fucking fan artists on the internet. And so, like, I don't know the cut. I'm not going to pretend to know the artist cut. But when they team up with artists get a cut of this stuff. And if you notice, their T-shirts aren't even that expensive. Like $22 full price. They run daily deals on like 3 of them.
Those are nice.
What
Do
is
they
that
have
My
big
Little
boy sizes?
Pony thing they had going?
My Little Pony thing.
I wanted to read it.
Actually, yeah, if we can get our other idea really going, then I would like to see a line of shirts for that.
Mm-hmm. We need.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, I have no objection to this. I just don't, know what to do.
Well, basically, we're just gonna have to.
Can you do it for us?
A lot of it's gonna be on y'all, just because you're gonna have to be the ones to plug it. I can do the technicals. You just got to remember to plug it.
Oh,
that's fine.
Easy.
I'll plug it. I don't care.
I'm good at plugging stuff.
No,
look at this shirt.
No.
Tell me you wouldn't wear the fuck out of this shirt.
Let's see. I can't really see it. Hold on, let me up my resolutions here. Oh yeah. Oh,
nice.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah. Right.
It's a way until we get
behind
monetized
stuff and plug it too. See?
It's a way until we get monetized for y'all to get us some money.
And the reason
that money goes to the
pretty much, yeah. It'll go to the book. Oh, like that Turtles one.
Yeah. But see, I'm telling you, this is the only reason why I want to get y'all with them, is because they have interest-relevant stuff that, I legit would buy. Like, look at that. Okay, you're about to see it. I'm hovering over it now, Wayne. Tell me you don't want that shirt.
Spelled with a...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. A friend of mine had a recent medical procedure done to him, and I'm gonna go check up on him and make sure he's doing all right.
Oh shit! Yeah, fuck. I hope they're doing all right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It was nothing life threatening. Vasectomy.
Oh, so nothing life threatening. It's just that he is no longer a man. Got it.
Yeah, he's sitting around a lot for the next couple weeks.
Well, I hope you paid attention to Game of Thrones and remembered all your eunuch jokes.
Of course. That's the first thing we hit him was, good job, Varys. I told him he's now fit to rule over China. Your Chinese history.
Nice. Oof. That's terrible. That's a terrible, terrible thing to say to your friend.
Who would want to rule
he
over
can
China?
watch my harem.
But yeah, okay. But yeah, go say tell your friend. Hope he starts feeling better. Thanks for.
Yeah. Oh God, I like that. I like that Kaiju Days thing.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, the whole what was it? The Kaiju Days. That was good. What was I gonna say? Josh, I thought of an idea for a meme. Tell me what you think of this.
Yeah.
Okay, you've seen that.
We're meme review now.
Okay, have you seen the meme of Shaq like taking a little taste of the chicken wing? He has that face.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I need that, but instead of a chicken wing, it's a jelly bean.
Is it the jelly bean of harassment?
Yeah, now I want to be like he just give a little taste like ooh. Give that little bit. Ooh. So I want a Carl rideable submarine motorcycle.
Okay,
wow, who doesn't?
So what I will say is, if anybody in chat likes the shirts that they see, don't buy them yet. Wait until we can affiliate it, and then and then make the money.
Buy the crap out of them.
You'll get that affiliate link up there. That I like I said, I have the links up there pretty much. I've just tried to keep them updated. I just forget. Just like the Patreon, I probably got like $20 in there now that I should probably like get out of there. But
God damn it, the Sailor Meow one's about to make me lose my shit.
Oh, fucking cute. I gotta say, I like almost every single one of these shirts.
Right? Like this,
and I already have like a million T-shirts, so I don't know.
They curate these shirts really well. Like the only reason you might not want a shirt is because you don't like the particular show or property it might be riffing off of. But otherwise, this fucking Fallout Space Cowboy, holy shit!
Yes, I want it. I'm with weebs. Sure.
Okay, well, there we go. We're gonna cut off the shilling because we're not actually shilling yet because it doesn't make us money.
There you go.
But it would be a good idea too to open up a Graded 5 Redbox.
Redbox? What?
Redbubble.
Oh, I thought you said Redbox. I'm like, what?
That's where you could design your own crap and have it put on stuff.
Yeah, but we actually need crap to design first.
Well, you have a logo.
I kind of went to school for.
Yeah, and the last time I got you to make a meme, it came out pixelated. What's up?
You already have a logo.
I was in a hurry. I was under pressure.
Yeah, just imagine that Graded Point 5 logo without the blue background, just on like a white coffee mug.
Or just on a shirt in the middle.
Well, we'll see about doing that tonight.
And then make some Carl shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got me on voice. It's time to ask me all the questions.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, just want to let everybody know that for some reason Vince McMahon has now changed Bobby Roode's name to Robert Roode.
Is it still Johnny Sports Entertainment?
Yeah.
God damn it, Vince.
He also put he put War Raiders, who used to be called War Machine. I can understand him changing the name from War Machine to War Raiders because, copyright stuff. But now he Vince changed their name from War Raiders to the Viking Experience.
Yep.
Yeah. What the hell?
If they're now like a ride at Universal Studios or some shit.
Right?
The Viking
That's all
Experience.
I can think of is like some dorky freaking ride at Disneyland or something. How to Train Your Dragon ride, the Viking Experience.
See, I don't quite get what what honestly, guys, I think Vince is going senile.
Nobody can tell him no. Imagine Vince with fucking like Alzheimer's.
Yep. It's like the. Oh no! Oh wait, he changed their name again. Now they're the Viking Raiders.
Seriously?
They get made fun of like so bad that they had to.
They hedged the bets essentially. Yeah. Robert Roode.
Oop,
and Robert Roode has a porno mustache now.
The screen printing was fun, but I hate JPEGs now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Josh, if you would be so kind as to put that on the screen, you get a chance.
Yes. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. That's going up on the screen now.
What?
Fucking look at it, stream.
Yeah.
Look at it.
It's great.
That looks horrible on him.
I know.
Like this is when you know that they're trying to phase somebody out. Is
it added 10 years and somehow made him look like fucking Mexican Randy Orton? I don't know.
Yeah, he actually shaved some of his face and he looks older, right?
What is this? Man. 1977, Vince? Fuck.
Vince is gonna see now, guys. I'm telling you. Vince went insane back in the 90s. Yeah, but now he's just like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. See. I'm expecting him to come over with a pizza box now.
Fuck me.
I hear now. Hey, Piper, your pizza's here.
But Wayne, I can't pay for it.
Well, I guess we'll have to figure out some other form of payment.
You got Bitcoin?
Nice. Oh man. I was gonna say it's nice not to have I actually be the host tonight because I can actually look at stuff without getting in trouble.
Oh yeah, that Ed shit is in HD this time.
So what?
Ed shit's in HD this time. But
yeah. That's the one drawback I have. I can't stream in HD, but I can at least upload videos in HD, so that's something. Because I figured out, Josh. I figured out something, Josh. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You know that program Kappa showed us the other day, that Shoutcut?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely a really decent program if you don't want to go pirate Adobe stuff. I mean, pay for Adobe stuff.
Yeah. I started, I would record used to, I would just record videos and throw them up raw. I was like, well, now let me try this. And I processed it and Josh, it puts it in HD. Like
yeah.
I can actually, I can actually upload videos in HD now.
Yeah. So, isn't it nice? Yeah.
I feel like a professional YouTuber now.
Just wait. I'll get, because I use Premiere because my workflow is dependent on Premiere mostly because it's just what I learned.
Australian.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna teach you how to do like cards and inserts and shit like that. Like we'll get you up on editing.
Yeah, because I noticed like just on your stream how when you change a page, it's just like whoop whoop whoop. It's like really cool.
Oh, you could set that yourself up in Streamlabs if you want.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a different transition. Yeah. No, I love that page. I love that transition of just.
It's so funny because. In the Vic video that took off, I used this graded back as the background, right? And what's funny, you see these little dots on on this background at the bottom. Well, the way the screen formatted, it showed those dots right over the bar, the play bar. And so somebody actually thought that there was like 15 ads in this video.
Oh Jesus.
Whoa.
And he said, I had to look, and it's like, oh, they're not yellow. He said he literally was about
to... just because the dots were there?
Because the dots lined up over the play bar, and he saw the dots, and he thought it was like, and so he was literally about to leave the channel because he
It's
thought
like-
it was like, he thought I was trying to get 15 ads in a 15-minute video.
It's like, damn, Wayne, I knew the video took off, but Jesus.
Right?
Chill out.
I was like, when he was talking about ads, I was like, well, that's a gas. I'm not even monetized yet. I said, unless another group, another individual monetizes it. I mean, my infamous Ding Dong the Witch is Dead video got demonetized and it can't be shown in 90% of the world. Because I used a song from like the 60s. It was like a pop version of Ding Dong the Witch is Dead. I didn't care because it was just a quick, it didn't get a strike. It was just
I don't care. It's just a meme video.
Yeah, it's like I can't be demonetized. Well, joke's on you. I didn't monetize it anyway.
Yeah, that was always the joke of us getting demonetized on the SuperNerdLand YouTube. It's like that's cool. I don't want it to get demonetized. I don't want it monetized. That's fine. That's cool. I don't. I want it up there for free, no ads. What pissed me off and what ultimately made me leave the platform was when I would set no ads. I want no ads on it at all. Somebody comes and claims it, then they put ads on it, and that's where I'm done. I'm not working for them. Fuck them.
Yeah, I can agree with
All
that.
for like Nintendo would claim shit because we would talk about a Pokemon trailer and I would show the trailer, their own promotional material, you fuckwads. Anyway, that's I don't want to get ranty. Wayne knows what happens when I get ranty.
It's kind of like
he starts growing out his hair and finds a hunting shack out in the woods and starts mailing people all over the country.
That don't sound good.
No. He's like some sort of monopole bomber.
A special tribute to Redfamous viewing restrictions. Video blocked in 230 countries. Fuck.
I know. 230 fucking countries.
And what's funny is not one of them is the United States.
Yeah, no, right? Like, it's like, well, it's fine. So as long as Freedom Land, okay, I don't care, right?
The Warner Music Group on behalf of Mr. Bongo.
Yeah, whoever that is.
Bongo. That was a British band, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was a bit they did in some movie, right? It was just a quick little. It wasn't even like the full song. It was just like a real quick, ding dong, the witch is dead, witch old witch, the wicked witch. A little more upbeat than the one from
Right.
The 20s.
Yeah, and the problem is with I was going to use the one from the Wizard of. The problem was it was like really. It's really hard because they, that whole sequence is like in a sequence of like a 4-minute sequence. So it's hard to grab just that song out of it.
Yeah.
Without also getting, we represent the Lollipop Guild. I said that'd actually be funny. Just have a little.
Then you just have like
just have different redheads. We'll get Ace to do an edit where it's like redheads on Oompa Loompas.
Yeah. There you go. God. I'm looking at some. I'm going back through and like looking at some of the thumbnails that I've come up with over time. These are pretty funny. Yeah, apparently some people didn't know I made the video, so I'm gonna stick it up here. I'm gonna stick it in the chat so people can check it out. Use the Nightcore version of the song. I should have done.
Oh shit, yeah.
Or found a Nightcore version of it. Yeah.
I could have Mike here do it for you.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. And if you have problem viewing it in whatever country you're in, you should be able to put like invidious.com /watch whatever, and it's that's like that'll break through. As long as the video's live, you'll be able to watch it. Videos that get deleted, it can't like revive those, but it pulls from the Twitter API and does shit to like. It's kind of the archive.is deny ads to people, deny viewed statistics, shit like that. But it also gets past region locks. We'll talk all at once.
I think we're all out of juice, honestly.
I'm sorry, I'm running out of steam.
Yeah, let's get into that that magical hour.
Where I shit! I didn't even realize we'd been on for an hour 45.
Yeah,
fuck me running.
So we're gonna do this for an hour 45.
Well, I did show up and call you. I did show up and start calling you interlopers, so my fault. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I close it. You want to close it out, Josh? You're running the ship tonight. So.
Hey, fuck it. Yeah, sure. Okay. I do want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. It was a pleasure having you either on the Twitch side or the YouTube side. I'm trying to do more with these motherfuckers in the future. And in the meantime, we'll get them to be like a legitimate business at some point in the future. Again, for everybody that came here from the explosion of that one video, fucking thank you. There's going to be more like it. I know Wayne wants to put out some more like kind of quicker topical videos so people don't have to necessarily watch 2, 3, 4 hours of streams per day just to keep up on stuff.
That's right.
There's been an expressed interest in that, and he's pretty good at it. I think he's got the voice, he's got the touch,
and I got the power.
But otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and click it off here for the night. We want to thank you, Piper.
Yep. What?
Do your thing.
Bye-bye.